Welcome back to tonight's episode of Sad Reality, where tonight's only sad reality will probably be my chess skills. Now, I think it was funny because some of my more recent videos, I feel like I've been less focused, so I'm giving myself only as much time as is enabled by this one game of chess. So 5 minutes, and maybe I'll stall a little bit just for that. My chess is going to be pretty bad as I am like 600 rated in 5 minute blitz. I suck at this game like really badly, but it'll be fun. What did I do today? Well, I was gonna talk about strategy for a second, but let's get straight into it. I'll play probably a Scotch opening here. Very basic. Takes, maybe takes. I don't know. No takes. No takesies. I'm gonna trap your knight. I'm gonna make you sack a pawn in your pawn structure. It doesn't talk about strategy though. It feels like there's so much going on in today's life that it's kind of hard to figure stuff out sometimes, hard to consolidate. And welcome to chess. It's a cool game. Love chess, by the way. Big fan. It's a neat game. And today, work was kind of funny. Had a lot going on. We talked about, gosh, I can't remember what it's called now. It's almost more in the morning here. It's like plagiocephalus or something, which is basically like when toddlers have really squishy foreheads. Uh, they're like they're like malleable, right? And the funny thing here is also I'm gonna block all of his movement here. I see like my rook. What if I do that? What do you think about that? Check it twice. Castle's not a bad move. Although like everything's undefended here, so we're just gonna start taking and taking and taking. And hopefully not blunder a piece. Yeah, plagiocephalus. Someone was joking about that over the radio today at work, and it was kind of funny. We were just talking about that for a little bit. Couldn't remember what it was called. And then I go to check out a lady in medical garbs, and I'm like, wait, up. Okay, well that was a fast game. Let's do one more. So I was like, that's kind of funny. If I please let me do a Scandy. I'm gonna be very basic and let do a Scandy like this. I'm not gonna blame my queen. I've played these lines. I've played these lines. I've played this game before. Squid Game. So she was doing that right, and I was like, oh, that's really funny that you're like medical garb. So like, what do you do for medical stuff? And she was like, oh, actually, kind of funny you mentioned that. I work on like the toddlers with like the squishy foreheads, and I was like, there's no shot. We were literally just talking about that. Small world. I had to go Google what all that means. I'm like, that's really funny. What a small world indeed. It's like a reverse Scandi where now I'm kicking your queen around. Also watch, this is like drunk chess late at night. Like I'm just gonna play the best chess of my life for absolutely no reason. Because if you moved it there, I was about to free this up, but moving the knight, that's how a knight moves, trust. Any tactics I can think of at the moment? Not really. I'll just pin the knight, force this unless queen moves, but queen can't move there, so I'll have to do that. Um, I'm not gonna play super aggressive, I'm just gonna chill out. Take my normal pills here. That's from the, well, kind of, man, it's pinned defense. Oh, actually, what I could do then is I could slide the rook in if he goes for that. Yeah, so that was a funny thing that happened today. Another funny thing, so I was talking about some stuff, I think on one of the other videos, and I was like, man, you know, sometimes life kind of like really sucks. Well, what if we just like don't do that? Like maybe life shouldn't suck as much. Also, I just gave tonight free development. See, drunk chess, welcome to dumb stuff late at night, I guess. Like, I don't want to trade this early. I'm just going to leave this here as long as I can. Let's try to kick it out, but I don't want to move it back either, really. And now we just attack with flank pawns. Welcome to GM chess at 600 level. Talking about stuff being kind of sucky, and I was like, I don't really know what to talk about that. Well, I had a really good outcome and all of that, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes it feels like we don't deserve the friends we have. That's kind of sad, and maybe kind of true. But at the exact same time, I was going to save that for another video, because tonight I was going to keep kind of short, because I am really tired. I was falling asleep earlier. Another thing that I thought would be cool tonight would be like, hey, I'm going to test just how much I can say, get done, whatever, within this span of time. The span of time simply being the pressure. I keep pressure. This amount of time. He's got a really weak king side, whatever. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, there's a good resolution to all of that. I'm glad for all of that. I'll probably talk about it in another video. I just wanted to test just how much I could say I get done, because it feels like I've been lacking energy in all of this. So I was like, you know what's better than lacking energy? Not lacking energy. Am I right or am I wrong? I need to develop some pieces here. My knight's kind of in a sucky position. I'm gonna get this lined up for his king here. What I want to do is start transferring pieces over, so that's protected. If he does this here, I'm a little boned. Am I? No, I can kind of defend with my queen, get my queen in here. Probably the next best thing to do would actually be get my rook in here as well. Because he's attacking 1, 2, 3 ways. I'm probably kind of already boned here, but hopefully not. I mean, he's got all his pieces lined up, which sucks. Yeah, it's kind of looking at that. Yeah, that's a checkmate, yeah. GG's on my end. That sucks. Well, that was 600 rated chess. Hope that wasn't enjoyable in the slightest. Hope that absolutely ruined your night. Tonight's sad reality has been my chess playing. Hopefully there's a little bit of strategy in that. I was going to talk about life as a whole, chess, the game, all that, but maybe the strategy was the random stories I've made along the way. And as far as blitz goes and all that, it's kind of funny because you have to move pieces at a decent pace, and like, we're about mid-game. Yeah, mid-game. And mid-time on the clock, whatever, so it's decent pacing. And feels like for a video like this, keeping it really short, you kind of have to talk kind of fast to make that happen too. So I hope it was a good video. Yeah, see you tomorrow night.